Now, before we start, please make sure to switch off your children, your husband, your stove, your computer, your phone, or any offensive distractions. Hello everyone, and welcome to my awesome webinar, where I am going to show you how you can become as awesome as I am. And I don't want you to feel bad that your life is not as awesome as I am, as my life is. But by the time we are done with this webinar, you will finally find out how you can be as awesome as I am. Now, before we start, please make sure to switch off your children, your husband, your stove, your computer, your phone, or any offensive distractions that will stop you from paying attention to me wholeheartedly. This webinar is going to change your life. And if you don't switch off such offensive distractions as your husband, you will not be able to benefit from it. Just make sure to swipe his credit card before you switch him off, because you will need that credit card to invest in my awesome program when we finish this webinar. So before we start, I want to tell you a little bit about my awesome story, how I was a little bit like you, miserable and with really low self-esteem, nothing much going on with my life, and basically a loser. And how I went from that position to where I am right now, where I'm so awesome that I have this webinar where all of you are showing up to listen to me talk about how awesome I am. So what you see here is a picture of me looking all rich and famous, mocking you and your miserable life. The next picture is of me with a celebrity. These are the kind of celebrities that you can only hope to meet. But considering what a loser you are, you will never be able to do that unless obviously you hang out with me and join my awesome mastermind, because that will allow you to hang out with these celebrities almost as much as I do. I am not against sharing my abundance. You just have to pay for it. The next picture is of me in an expensive car. Now, this car probably costs more than your entire mortgage, and that's okay. You need to understand that not everyone is as blessed and awesome as I am. The next picture is of me on a yacht. Now, I don't even know how to spell the word yacht, but that doesn't matter because I own one. So you can spell as many difficult words as you want. At the end of the day, you're still a loser and I'm still awesome. The last picture of me is me holding a really expensive drink. And again, this drink costs more than a week's worth of groceries for you, but that's okay. I think by this time you've understood the difference between you and me. And I hope you keep that difference in your mind as we go through this webinar. So are you guys enjoying the webinar so far? Yes? What? Someone just said it's fake. What's fake? What are you talking about? Nothing is fake. Oh, you mean the pictures. I don't know what to say. Because if you look at these things and you think they are fake, it's your own internal blocks that are speaking. And I know that you're a hater and I know that you're jealous, but you just look at me and my really awesome life and you're reflecting your lack of abundance onto me. I can understand that my life makes you feel really wretched about your own wretched life, but I can only hope the best for you. So love and light, sister, love and light. So back to the topic. I want to remind you, this is really important, that by the time we are done with this webinar, you will probably be as awesome as I am, depending on how much passion or drive you have about becoming awesome, and also about how much budget you have, because at the end of the day, it all depends on how much money you spend. Now, I want to share with you a 5-step formula that will allow you to become almost as awesome as I am. And the first step to that formula is to buy my awesome course. Now, if you decide to buy my awesome course, Everything else will just fall perfectly into place. And you can also do all of the things that I shared with you at the start. You may not look as pretty and rich as I am because I have been doing this for a really long time, but if you follow my lead, you can be very close to where I am right now. Step number 2, you can buy my awesome masterclass. So if you don't have the budget to invest in my awesome course, you can still buy my awesome masterclass, and that will also make you a little bit more awesome than you really are right now, because the state that you are in right now, it is so wretched that anything will be an improvement, honestly. Step 3 is you can join my awesome mastermind. So if you're looking for more one-on-one time with you, which I don't blame you, have you seen me? Everyone just wants to hang out with me all the time. I literally have to push people off with a shovel. They just follow me around everywhere. And I can understand how you might want to spend all your time with me as well. You can join my mastermind. So you can hang out with me and listen to me talk about how awesome I am all the time. And step 4 is that you can actually buy my awesome book. So that's your, if you really don't have a lot of money, I understand, I've heard there are people who have to pay bills and buy groceries and sometimes, God, even pay for the house rent. Oh my God, I'm so glad I'm not in that position anymore. But if you are in that position and you don't have a lot of money left over and you can't even sell your children because no one will take them, then a good idea will be to buy my book because it's not very expensive. And the last step to becoming as awesome as I am is to, just kidding, there is no 5th step. That's all I got. And I gave you all of these options. So really, it's your choice. You can decide to be as wretched or loser as you are right now, or you can become as awesome as I am. So now that I've given you these 5 steps, okay, there are only 4, but for the last one, you have to pay me. You will have an option. Don't get too excited. There will be an option at the end to pay me. That's what we are all here for, right? To pay me. It's all about me. So I just want to now share with you the biggest secret that has changed my life and my business and it's taken me from, God, I'm so glad I can afford waterproof mascara. That has taken me from nothing to where I am right now. Just look at me. So are you ready, please? Ready with the pens and papers? Make sure all offensive distractions are switched off. So get the pens and paper ready. And here are the 2 things that you can do. You can wait for it. You can buy my course and become just as awesome as I am. Or you cannot buy my course. And if that's the choice that you make, I feel for you. I feel for you, and I feel for your children, and I feel for all the future generations who will come, and they will hold you responsible for the lack of awesome in their life because on this day you chose not to invest in my awesome program. I have nothing else left to say. I know that this webinar probably changed your life, but the cart to my awesome course is open now. All you have to do is to click the button and go ahead and try and change your life. And if you try and change your life without me in it, you will regret it on your deathbed. And your children will desert you, and your future generations would not want to be associated with you just because you refuse to invest in my program. I'm overcome by emotion because I don't want your kids to think that you're a loser, which you are, but now is your chance to change it. And if you choose not to change it, love and light, sister. Love and light. Thank you so much, everyone. We just got Amy joined, and Emily joined, and Francisca joined, and Jessica joined. Oh my God, so many people are joining as we are talking. Everyone wants to be as awesome as I am. This is a dream come true, and now you can live this dream too. God, I'm so, no, there is another Jessica. It's not you, Jessica. There is another Jessica who just joined. The world is full of Jessicas, or maybe I need to come up with better names. But that's it. That's it for now. Your time is now. You can go on and invest in this program and change your life, or you can continue to live the miserable life that you've been living for the last 30, 40, 50 years that you've been on this earth. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you with another awesome webinar very soon.